And most companies don't need TV ads, and awards are irrelevant.
And if you look even deeper, Kip, they sell things that they make margin on.
Oh, of course.
So it's not,
right.
They make money on upfront buying on TV for sure. They make a ton of money on creating television. If you're a creative agency, for everybody that doesn't know what happens on Madison Avenue, you get paid a full year, millions and millions of dollars just to think of one commercial. You don't even make it. You outsource it to a production company. Literally to think, make decks and present. And then even worse, programmatic digital, they make so much money in these black boxes justified by CPM cost. Like the whole ecosystem is really, really pissing me off. And I believe that the reason I'm still building an agency is a little bit based on my superhero syndrome, which is a problem and I gotta fix it because you go too far and you start building resentment. That's my personal life and my professional life. Like I really want to tear down Madison Avenue with VaynerMedia. And when I say tear down, I don't wish bad on anyone. I just believe that the interests don't align enough. And I'm hoping that I inspire a lot of kids that are coming out of ad school to build an independent agency and not sell to a holding company. Because if you sell to a holding company, it goes back to what's happening. I'm not even mad at the holding companies. They're publicly traded companies and they care about their stock value, not about driving business results for their clients. And finally, it is the Coca-Cola and BMW's fault. If you're writing the check, you're in control. They are feeding this bad ecosystem. They're the ones that can stop it. So yeah, for everybody who's listening, knowing that there's a lot of people that might be considering getting into the marketing landscape, the Fortune 500 marketing thing is a major problem. It's built on a book called How Brands Grow that was written in 1991. It's the thesis of how companies still run, which is right in principle, but doesn't take into account the practitionership of 2024. Reach and frequency and being consistent is beautiful. The problem is the world is fragmented. People's attention is 9,000 places now. And so you need to win on relevance at scale. That's how you stay consistent. And so that's why I wrote Day Trading Attention. I'm hoping, very selfishly, but also selflessly, that I might write the current Bible of marketing, and that's the attempt I'm giving.
That's awesome. Well, first of all, I agree with you on the agency model being broken. Like, we work with you all at Vayner on social at HubSpot, right? Brian and folks on our team. We're killing it with you all. Thank you. But like, I can't imagine another agency moving and executing.
And you know this.
That fast, right?
Let's share a little bit from behind the scenes that I think will help everyone. It is, thank you, and it's starting to go well, but it takes time. Like, I'm sure you've heard from your team. I'm reading the notes every week. When you're doing it different, it takes a few minutes to calibrate it. Like, it's not the easiest thing for a HubSpot or anybody else to make that transition because it's a different model.
Yeah, well, you have to move fast. And back to your point, you have to be relevant at scale. And to be relevant at scale, you have to say interesting and different shit. And it offends people. And people are a little uncomfortable about it, and they don't know how to act, and then you get some people who will send you DMs and be like, oh, I don't know if I like this, and you just have to be like, well, most people do, and the people I'm here for, and the people I'm here to serve do, and that's ultimately what matters. I'm not here to make everybody happy. I'm here to make companies who are trying to grow and be the next Fortune 500 companies, I'm trying to make them happy.
100%. And it's hard. It's hard for your most senior constituents. I know your founders very well. I'm sure that, maybe they've seen a post and like, huh. But then, by the way, it's hard for my team. I always tell my team, if we're asking for humility and yes and culture from our clients, we have to be the same. I had to speak to a creative last week.